So welcome to this video, which gives an overview for the spelling rules for plurals. This information can be found in list 135, which is on pages 384 and 385 of your Reading Teacher's Book of Lists. So the first rule, our most common, is that for most nouns you just add an S at the end to make the word plural, such as in the word birds, or kids, or doors. So that's pretty simple. Unless the word ends in S, double S, or SH, CH, X, or Z, in which cases you add an ES to the noun to make it plural, such as in loss, add the ES for losses, bush, bushes, and box to boxes. Or if a word ends in a Y that's preceded by a consonant letter, then you change the Y to I and then add ES to make it plural. So, for example, in the word city, which ends with a T, which is a consonant, and a Y, you would change the Y to I and add ES to get cities. The same would be done with ladies. If a word ends in Y that's preceded by a vowel, then we just add an S to make it plural. So the word toy, T-O-Y, we just add the S to make toys. Or monkey, which ends in that E-Y, we just add the S to make the plural form for monkeys. For words ending in the letters F or FE, for most of these, you'll just add an S to make it plural. So gulf to gulfs, giraffe, giraffes. However, there are some special cases where you change the F to a V and add ES, such as in the plural form of leaf, leaves, or half, which is halves. For words ending in O, we also have to pay attention to what letter precedes that O at the end of the word. If the O is preceded by a consonant letter, then we add an ES to make it plural. So in the word hero, where we have the R before the O, we would add ES to make heroes, and the same for echo. However, if the O is preceded by a vowel, such as in studio or rodeo, we just add an S to make it plural. When you have compound words that you're trying to make plural, you are going to make the base noun plural. The base noun will be that noun that really carries the bulk of the meaning, whereas the other parts of that compound word will serve in more of an adjective role. So, for example, snowshoe. The compound word snowshoe, the base noun is shoe, and snow tells you what type of shoe. So when you make that plural, you're actually going to just make the shoes part plural. So we have snowshoes. With mother-in-law, the base word is mother, and then the in-law tells you exactly what position of mother or what type of mother. So in order to make that plural, you're going to pluralize the word mother, and so you'll have mothers-in-law. The same with passerby. So a passer is the person, and where they're passing is by. So it's more of an adjective form. So in that case, the passer is going to become plural. So you're going to have passers-by, not passerbys. Just one by, multiple passers. Some words have completely irregular plural forms, such as child, which gets changed to children, ox to oxen, tooth to teeth, mouse to mice, and man to men. And there are then other words that just don't change at all. You can have 1 deer or 10 deer, 1 species of dog or 15 species of dog. There is no plural form. It's always the same for these words. There are a couple of additional rules in your book of lists, but these are the ones that we're going to focus on. So please, when you come to class, make sure that you have any questions you have ready to ask, and be ready to work with the material from this video in class. Thanks, as always, for watching.